to do a quick Q&A if that's all right with you guys, and answer a couple of questions. Are you guys okay with that? Yeah. Okay. So I just want to, the first thing I want to do is acknowledge some of the people that we have in the audience. All right, you already know we have Uncle Ralph McDaniels from Video Music Box, right? We have the original Cappadonna himself from Wu-Tang Clan. Cap is in the building. We also have Masta Killa in the building. Go. We also have a special guest. How many of you know Bobby Ellis? Bobby Ellis was a manager years ago for Meatloaf and other groups. And Bobby Ellis, and Bobby, I hope you don't mind, Tracy Ellis Ross's father, he's here as well. I'm glad to have Bobby here. And we have Baba James Smalls. James Smalls, where are you? Are you here? The educator. He is here. What, we on the clock, GB? Okay. All right, guys, so we're gonna ask Ralph McDaniels to come up, GB, Cappadonna, Masta Killa, please. I'm gonna ask you guys to come up and, Uncle Ralph's gonna moderate a few things, answer a couple of questions.
Make some noise for the film, y'all. It takes you through a lot of emotions watching these guys from day one if you've been around. And many of you have that privilege to be here to see the screening of this film. So I'm glad to be here, and we're gonna get some Q&A. I know it's getting a little late, but we're gonna get it in. What's up, brother? Yes. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Peace to everyone. So, everybody introduce themselves again.
I'm GB, I'm the director and producer of the film, and Killa Hill.
Cappuccino Gambino, y'all already know what it is. Wu-Tang in the building.
Jamel Reed. Peace.
Street Master Gano Grills, executive producer.
Yeah! And I'm Ralph McDaniels from Video Music Box, and we're glad to be here as part of the Wu-Tang Experience at Red Rock. GB, how many cameras for this thing, man? A lot of movement.
17, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 17 cameras.
17 cameras. Is there going to be a soundtrack? Is this an album?
I'm trying to convince RZA to do that. I think we recorded the original concert in like a live type of format, so we'll see.
Okay. Cappadonna, just tackling these, I mean, of course you have many shows, tackling this type of situation, which is a little bit different, just got some extra instrumental, but there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. How do you prepare yourself for something like this?
I kind of just, go with the flow, and I watch my brothers and see how they moving, and I collect energy and gather information from, everything that goes on in the dugout, which is the green room. And I just put that energy together with the things I already know and just, give it my best shot.
And clearly, Masta Killa, you've done these songs many times. What's the difference between this show and some of the other shows you've done?
I mean, every show is special, you know what I mean? Whether it's 30,000, if it's 3,000, every show is special because it's all a blessing to be there. And, to see people for generations coming to pay respect, it's just a blessing, brother.
Yeah. Gano, many people don't know the part that you played. Can you please explain your role as a spiritual part of what Wu-Tang is all about?
Wow. I would just say I had the good fortune of growing up in Stapleton, which is in proximity. Half of the Wu members live, or 1/3 of the Wu live there. So RZA's older brother, his older brothers, Divine and King, we went to school together. And Stapleton had a very interesting swagger. So at the time when RZA was creating Wu-Tang and Just had his record deal, and then RZA had his record deal, and then he had to scrap all of that and go back to the neighborhood to marshal up the forces. We were always, and as a matter of fact, RZA brought me he asked me to do the first Wu-Tang logo, and I didn't put my 100% into it. And as a result, you know, mathematics ended up doing it, so I learned a valuable lesson about that. About giving your all, but the role that I play, I am an executive producer for different projects, and I travel with these brothers around the world, and just, you know, that's a great education within itself. So my role is, these are my brothers, and whenever I could lend my energy to a circumstance, you know, I'm happy to do so.
Master Killa, you know, the growth, I'm sorry, go ahead, y'all. The growth of Wu-Tang and, you know, where this is at today, you know, y'all got kids, maybe grandkids. This is you know, it don't seem like it's ever going to stop. And you know, how do you feel about watching this film today?
Once again, it's blessed, brother, blessed. You know, we say Wu-Tang forever. For something to be forever, you gotta give it to the babies. You know what I mean? You gotta keep planting seeds, as my brother said. You know what I mean? You know, knowledge is infinite. You know what I mean? So you keep planting those seeds, and those seeds will grow. So, you know, once again, it's back to the blessing.
Yes, sir. Cappadonna, discipline is an important part of keeping this, you know, y'all look good too. You know, y'all look great. The discipline, how do you keep your mind in the right place?
I'm more spiritual than anything else, and you know, I just like to meditate a lot. You know, I'm a thinker, I'm a Virgo, and I'm always in the park around nature, you know, thinking and reading. You know, I read anything that I could get knowledge from. I love the holy books, most of all, the 5% teachings, you know, the Quran, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. So that all of that keeps me grounded. And then, you know, how I was raised by my parents, you know, that's the foundation of it all, and that's what keeps me disciplined.
GB, I love the part of Skane and RZA. You telling that story. How did that come about? I mean, you know, you including it in the film.
Well, one of the things I observed during the film, and the couple of days that we were filming, is the relationship between Skane and what's his name. And I was just picking up pieces. Okay, what direction am I gonna go with this? And I ended up just admiring the fact that they have this long, ongoing relationship. So we filmed a lot of sequences after the concert was over, and they have this sort of comedic back and forth. And then when I heard the backstory of how far back they went, I thought it was amazing. And so I was like, yo, you know, Skane, we gotta film it. He doesn't like to get on camera, but I convinced him to do his interviews, and it worked out. And he's here, so where's Skane?
Come on up, Skane.
Oh, man, thank you very much, bro. Come on in, come on up.
You know, I enjoyed that part because it's the you know, the usual story of hip hop's beginning when two artists or two producers get together. It's a guy like Skane. He looks good now, but he was a little dustier back in the day. and a guy like RZA, and you know, and then you sit and you come up with some ideas. I love the story about Doc LaRock, because he's legendary at a Staten Island DJ, and that was real as hell. I've been in that situation before.
We go a little deep rooted, me and you. I don't even know if you remember me.
Don't worry about that. Let's go.
Sam Calhoun.
Oh, okay. That's my man.
District 32.
Yes. Okay.
That's how we connected.
Nice.
We went to your office.
That's my man. Yeah.
With the records.
Yeah. Yes.
What year was that? Like 92?
92 probably, yeah.
That's how deep that shit goes.
This goes back to vinyl and, you know, and turntables, no controllers.
Sam Calhoun was a detective.
Yes.
And I was a cop.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, check this shit out. I didn't even know he was with you.
That's my guy.
It's crazy how this shit goes.
Day one.
But hold on, real quick. I almost forgot. Please forgive me. Also, my man Marquand Smith is here, executive producer of Godfather of Harlem is in the building, right there.
Beautiful.
All right, Mr. Pettigrew, Elvis Nolasco is also here with his brother, Elvis. Check out his new show on Hulu. Havoc is here from Mobb Deep.
Yes.
Don't forget Tretch. What's
I was
Tretch?
getting to that.
Tretch, okay.
Don't forget about Tretch from Naughty by Nature. Where you at, Tretch?
I think he
Tretch is
stepped
here as well.
outside. He's
So
with the
please
team.
forgive me for anyone that I have forgotten. It wasn't intentional, all right? All right, go ahead, Uncle Rob.
Okay. I see my
Oh, yeah,
man
hold
Zodiac
on.
back there.
Andre Royo, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
from the
Chad
Wild.
Coleman, Chad Coleman from the Wire.
Split
Gano.
Star
Yeah.
is also in the building. Split Star, yes. Flipmo
He's
Squad,
eating
right?
in the hallway.
Just
I know.
FYI.
So many of y'all are here.
Okay,
It's
so
crazy.
FYI, I want to add, if you have some questions, please come over here, and I can take some of the questions as we continue. I'll wait for people to come over here, then I'll go over there and get the questions.
Well, we have a mic runner. Amy, where you at? So you can run the mic. Yeah, okay.
All
We
right.
got a mic runner, so.
So, GB, how long the process of since when you made it to 2021, right?
Yeah, we shot. I got a call from Divine. G, get ready, we gotta go. I got up with my team. Where's Asir? Asir is part of GB Productions, and she jumped up, and we went out there. And I called Gano, like, "Yo, we gotta make this happen because we don't have enough time." And it came together. So we shot 2 days in.
Colorado.
Shot 2 days in Colorado, maybe another 5 days filming different things, and then I pulled out the drone and got some B-rolls of New York, and we made it happen. So I think our total days was about 6 or 7 days, so that's not bad.
And then how long before you were finished with it, the edit?
It took a while because RZA was busy, and then we were getting ready for New York State of Mind, and then they went overseas to South America. So we finally finished it, I think January 2023, if not mistaken. But you know, we just worked on
About
it.
2 years.
It didn't take that long though. I mean, it was over a year and a half, but we were doing stuff.
Was it a difficult process? You know, well, to me, in working with Wu-Tang in the past, there's so many people, and you want to make sure that you balance it out the right way, and you give everybody the right time, the proper time. How did you feel, and I feel like you accomplished that well in this one.
Oh, I learned on chess boxing. You can't please. No, even before that, the METHOD Man video, me and Raekwon had an argument. And I didn't realize how serious it was, but it's hard pleasing everybody. So from that, and they call me stubborn, but as an artist, you have to be able to protect your art. So I put my foot down on a lot of things, and it worked out. Like I said, we're all brothers from the same neighborhood, and I just went into a whole different lane. They just happen to be artists. I respect what they do, but at the same time, I have to make it work. So when we went to finish this, and RZA's a reasonable guy, so they originally just hired me to shoot the concert. I was like, yo, we have a story here. And he allowed me to put more money into it, and this is what you have.
Nice. And will we see this on any other platforms?
Oh yeah, in, what today is the 6th? So in 5 days, it'll be streaming on the PBS app, and you guys will be able to see it. It's an edited version, that's why we have this. So they took out all the curses, and so you won't get the full effect, and they blurred out some stuff, but for the most part, at least you guys got to see the raw, original director's cut.
Gano, is it important to you that we do the screening? Because a lot of times we don't get a chance to do these type of sit-downs and screening. So thank you for making this possible. Because I think there was one in LA and one here.
Yeah,
We did a few.
Yeah, it's been, and we're hopefully going to take it around the planet because it's a large market. This is just America, but it's a big planet. Yeah.
And showing it in the theater also opens you up for an Oscar nomination, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, we got something. We won an award in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria, a few days ago, and I was supposed to go out there, but I had to stay here with you guys. So we received the Best Diaspora Film Award in Nigeria, and it's comparable to the African continent
Academy
of
Awards.
the Academy Awards. So it's very, very prestigious. So congratulations, guys. Absolutely.
All right,
We have
we're
a
gonna
question.
try to wrap it up real quick because we are paying for this after party.
They
So you-
actually won the AMAA, the African Movie Academy
Award.
Award.
Yes.
Oh, awesome,
Yes.
yes.
Thank you.
And the connection
Thank
is
you,
because
Steve.
I was born in Liberia, and because of that, I was eligible to make it happen. Look at my little cousin over there.
And,
This
and
is
for
amazing.
those who don't know, you know, the largest group of librarians in the U.S. are in Staten Island, if I'm not
In
mistaken.
Park Hill, yeah.
In Park Hill.
That's how we were able to eat fufu with this guy. Yeah, now we go way, way back to, you know, and most of
You
the
don't know me.
Nah, Cap is one of the smoothest guys I met when I moved to Park Hill in '83. We've been cool ever since. I know the whole family, and is Lounge here? Yeah, Lounge is here, right? Oh, there you go. That's my man. That whole family showed me mad love throughout my entire journey as a filmmaker. And as you saw within Park Hill, I filmed everything. And I didn't even know what it was going to be, and obviously we're here now.
Master Killa, what's next?
Balance.
Yes, sir.
It's the next album.
Oh, really?
Indeed.
When?
Top of the year.
Oh, man. Balance. Balance. You know, I'm waiting for the questions. If you got a question, put your hand up so we can bring the mic to you. Yes, there's one right there. Yeah.
Trying to catch my balance here. Hi, thank you. My name is Kaj. And I wanted to ask, my question's for Cappadonna. How was it being African and being with American folks and doing this music together? How did it feel being different?
No, I gotta clarify. He was an adopted African. This is an American brother.
You don't know me.
I just told her just
I am
like,
the
I
truth.
didn't know
I am the
this.
truth. Come on
I was
here.
like, I didn't know this. I had to ask. Okay, so then I got another question.
So you gotta understand what Ralph was trying to tell you. We grew up in a very unique neighborhood where you were African. Nigerians, Liberians, Sierra Leoneans, Ghanaians, we all grew up in the same neighborhood. So we had a very interesting cultural experience that is not experienced anywhere else.
But just to clarify, it was beautiful to make that connection with my African people. Even the Jamaicans, and one of my best friends, my first best friends, was Puerto Rican. So I always embraced the culture. I love the culture, and it also gave me a good sense of roundment in my life. You know what I'm saying? To be able to deal with different diversities and to be able to build with different peoples of all cultures and all walks.
And now everybody listens to your music. So
Yes, thank you,
you're
thank you.
worldwide. I hope to see this in China and India and everywhere in Africa. So thank you.
Thank you.
Blessings.
I think over on the
Hey,
right side, we got a question.
well, I have a question.
Oh, Tracy Jordan,
Hey.
BT,
Oh my
yes.
God.
Oh, wow.
I was at the first Wu-Tang party that was at the Black Cat Club on 13th Street.
Nice.
We had the album listening party, so we go back like taxes.
Oh.
But what I wanted to ask is, I have two questions. The first is, will there be a theatrical release? And I think it has to be like 2 or 3 weeks to be eligible for an Oscar. And the second question is, the Killa Hill series, has that been picked up? Was it self-funded? Or did you get like a network to invest in it? And when is it coming on?
Well, what's interesting, I got a call from Gano and say, yo, it's a perfect chance to show this is the first time anyone has seen this film or that project. Killa Hill is phenomenal. For me, it's personal because obviously I'm connected with a lot of the people. Wu-Tang too, but the first question is, it's expensive putting movies in the theater, so of course, we've screened several times and I keep making adjustments. the film is about, like I said, PBS picked it up for the US. So we have Canada, and we have other territories that we can still explore. I think I'm supposed to be in Paris. Well, I'm in Denver, Colorado on Friday, and then I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday and Sunday, and then I go to Paris on the 23rd. But outside, and we just did Grammy Museum with RZA. PBS picked up the rights, and it's good. So outside of that, like Gano said, we're going to take it to the masses. I've screened in Toronto a few months ago, and I was amazed at how well it was received. So I called RZA, I was like, yo, we got to show this more often. Outside of that, Killa Hill is just a passion project. As I mentioned earlier, I came to shoot a music video in New York, and they stiffed me on the money, and I had a flight that was going to keep me in New York for almost 4 weeks. So I decided to shoot something else, and it became Killa Hill. This dude over there, we go way back. I think the first thing we put him in was a black-on-black crime video with Hassan Johnson from The Wire. And since then, we've just been partnered up on everything. We did a feature film called Bloody Streets. It did extremely well back then. And we're tied at the hip, but we've just been banging stuff out. So he's in an executive producer role now, and we just, all right, gee, let's finish this up. And we went and tackled Killa Hill to do it as a docuseries. We called Kappa and the guys, and they all came in. I called Meth. Meth was like, don't worry, G, we can do the interview. And you know, it's my passion project, because when we screened this film at Lincoln Center last year, I decided from November 16th, I was gonna go into finishing it up. And I was like, yo, I figured out a way that we can make it a series. And we went back and shot the reenactments and just made it, you know, hopefully you guys felt what I felt, because it's a powerful, powerful piece. By the time you get to episode 10, you can be like, what the hell is this? But it's real. And Kappa shared a lot of story, Meth shared a lot of story, Ray, and the rest of the guys all contributed to the project, and I think it's gonna be phenomenal.
Is it available? Can we buy it? Can a network buy it?
Well, let's talk, Ralph. Come on, dude.
All right, that's what we want. That's what we want to know.
No, it is.
Let's make the money move. Let's go.
Of course, you know how we go, man.
Think
No
over
doubt.
there, 2 people on that side.
Yeah, and listen, guys, we're paying a lot of money for
We're gonna
this
take
clip.
3 more.
And then, you know, if you have that super ticket, we have food for you outside. It's not unlimited, so if you want to, I won't mind if you walk out and go get food. We got some drinks out there, and the red carpet is there. Please help yourself. I want to make sure you guys have a good time. And then,
And if you have a VIP lanyard that I've put around some of y'all necks, you also are entitled.
go now. The food is limited. And BBQs is our
Get it before
sponsor,
it's gone.
and it's amazing.
Look at them flee, boy.
Hold on. Don't go there.
That's okay. This is cool.
Yeah, let them go. We're gonna wrap it up.
Question.
Yeah, this is just a quick takeaway.
We could feed 4 birds with 1 piece of bread, guys.
This is
Go ahead, next question.
just a quick takeaway from the movie and Wu-Tang's evolution into different sort of aspects of performing arts. For all of the young people out there, these guys have been around for several decades now, and when you watch the film, being able to merge orchestral music with hip-hop and seeing a lane in that particular avenue, seeing a lane in television, seeing a lane in education. So my takeaway from it is hip-hop is more than one thing. It metamorphosizes into a lot of things. So expand your knowledge in your brain and think outside the box, and don't think about today, but think about 10, 20, 30 years from now, what you can be doing to have longevity.
I mean,
Nice. Yeah, let me squeeze a quick plug in, guys. I wrote my first memoir called Shooting the Clan. It's about the story of how I met these guys and did all the projects and all the fights we had and so on and so forth. I do have it out there. I would appreciate the what's the word? I messed up. I would love the support. I got some t-shirts out there. We got some drinks. I want us to have a good time because they are taking all of our money. Right, G?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but we're going to enjoy this place.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
Is this going to be the last question, G, or we got to put a cap on it?
So the power of the Wu-Tang Clan, we all know, is the cross-cultural aspect of it, right? But I'm curious to hear, especially from Masta, Killa, and Cap, the cross-generational piece, like working with and seeing young Dirty Bastard like immortalize his father, you know, on stage, and kind of allowing the Wu-Tang Clan legacy to continue. What was that like, you know, experiencing that?
Well, that's what, as his uncles, you know what I mean? That's our nephew, you know what I mean? So I couldn't see it any other way. You know, he's supposed to be right here, you know what I mean? His father laid that down, you know what I mean? He's one of the founding members of what this is, you know what I mean? And yeah, I couldn't see it any other way. I love having my nephew with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Young Dirty, Bar's son, that's his name. His name is Bar's son. Yeah, he's amazing. I love his energy on the stage. You know, it keeps me going, and it keeps me also feeling youthful. One of the most craziest moments on the New York State of Mind tour that we just did, I seen him. You know how sometimes you dive off the stage? He dived on the stage from right there to right there on his stomach. Remember that? And he didn't even slide. He just landed right there, boom. And you know that it takes heart to do that. You know what I mean? It takes heart to get up on the stage. You know, even still to this time, you know, I get nervous before certain shows sometimes. You know what I mean? But it's still there, and I just love the sport. I just came from Europe. I was out there for like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? I did a little jump off the stage and hurt my knee. You know what I'm saying? It hit different at 56, but I'm so grateful. You know, the last show was in Greece, and I got to go right back out. I was only able to come here. I didn't even get a chance to go home. I came right here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right back out for another month on the 8th with Ghostface Killa.
And let me say something too, Cappadonna. Some of you may not realize how rigorous it is to travel, but internationally it can beat you up because you're not exposed to what you're accustomed to dietarily. So for Cappadonna to, you know, be all throughout Europe and then come here like virtually fresh off the plane, and then he has to go back out. He could have been like, yeah, no, I can't do it. I would have understood. I wouldn't have been upset. But that's Cappadonna, and actually Cappadonna and Killa, I'm gonna say this, and they may get mad at me, but that's all right. But these two brothers right here, every show, these are the two most reliable members of the clan. No disrespect, I'm saying that. And you know, they make mic check, they're on time, and when it's time to alley-oop and pass the mic, they're always there. You know what I mean? So it's very, very rare to see any of these brothers sick at sea. They don't miss a beat. And you know, again, I wanted to thank you personally, Cappadonna, for coming. Master,
I appreciate
Killa,
you,
I appreciate you for coming.
Appreciate you too.
And I recognize
Hey,
you. Thank you. All right?
Me and Cap are going to be in North Carolina December 4th, showing 4 episodes of Killa Hill. That's going to be the official premiere for Killa Hill. And I'm telling you, oh my goodness.
It's beautiful. Oh, you know what? I got a podcast coming out too. It's called That's My Word.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, you got to see this. It's crazy. I did like 5 episodes. I'm only interviewing intellectuals, doctors, college professors. I've been to Harvard University, BCC. I mean, African chiefs, all kind of stuff. You ain't ready for this.
Okay.
We gotta get Baba James Smalls on there for sure, because he's erudite.
Who got the mic?
That's our last one, right?
Last question.
Food.
Greetings, Dr. Tanya Richardson, Brick TV. I'd like to ask you a question. When was the first time you picked up a camera, or how old was you?
Sheesh. I can remember it clearly. I had just moved to America. It may have been like 1980. I had a nice little 110 camera. I don't know if you know the 110 film camera. That was my first camera, and I have a picture of me holding that camera if you buy my book. No, but it was then, and I was just always fell in love with capturing moments, and I didn't know what it was then, but you got a chance to see two examples of it, Killa Hill and A Wu-Tang Experience. Now imagine all the other stuff. You know, music videos where Ralph and I spent a lot of our professional careers, and we got a chance to work with a lot of people. But when you start telling stories where people can walk away being impacted by it, I think it's strong. Because Meth almost cried when I interviewed him for that sequence in this film. Or people in the audience being able to relate with Trey 8's murder. Like I said, I was just with him 3 months earlier at another funeral, and then to get the call and say, hey, he got murdered, but then it's on video. So the point is, you know, you never know what the future is gonna hold, and I'm able to capture those moments. And you know, now everybody got a cell phone, but there was a time where it took, I think you, Ralph, you must have the biggest hip hop library, because you got everybody.
Yeah, support videomusicboxcollection.org. I have over 20,000 hours of hip hop. Clearly, you know, I've worked with these guys. I directed Cream. I directed Ice Cream for Raekwon, Incarcerated Scarface, Heaven or Hell, bunch of stuff.
Don't forget Bobby Digital. We went out there.
Bobby Digital.
And
there you go.
movie.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
It's amazing,
Bobby.
There we go.
Hey, look, thank you everybody for coming out.
Carry the conversation in the hallway, guys. We're gonna take some pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed the night. Like I said, we got the books in the hallway. We got some T-shirts. We carry. Hey, Mook!
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Mook is the legend of freaking Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Records.
Why were you hiding over there, man?
Come on, Mook. Can I get a suit?
Mook is the backbone. I told him when I watched the Mike's event, you were a superstar. Thank you for coming through, bro. We're gonna party. I'm gonna take some pictures in the hallway. Thank you, guys.
Time to eat. Let's go.
Guys, we're gonna get a quick real quick. It's all about right now, you guys can get on grills, you're watching Video Music Box. Everybody say Video Music Box. Video Music Box. Hey.
All right, this works.
Oh yeah, brother. Yeah. How you been, man? You got it. Yes, brother. Gano.
So you coming this way? Come.
I'm so sorry. I missed y'all. That's why I had to stop and show me the yo, we got this.
All love, baby. All love.
Yeah, y'all love you, bro.
Love you, man.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, we got
Fix and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Fix together?